to Ask the Patient Advocate podcast, where we will discuss all things related to navigating your health. I am Dr. Elena Borrelli, and I'm so excited to talk about such an important topic of private patient advocacy. Managing your health and navigating the healthcare system is challenging, but it's a lot better when we go through it together. Welcome back to a new episode of Ask the Patient Advocate podcast. Today we're talking about something very special. Heard your stories, your struggles, and your wins, and we're taking it one step further by launching a brand new patient advocacy course. Whether you're navigating your own healthcare journey, supporting a loved one, or dreaming of becoming a professional patient advocate, this series is for you. We're kicking things off with series number 1, which is how to advocate for yourself. And our very first course is titled Why Advocacy Matters, Taking Control of Your Care. Now, I'm so excited to talk about this and launch this because it's truly been a dream of mine. I think it's going to be so impactful and helpful to so many people. And so with me today is, as always, my co-host, Christine, a member of our team. So welcome, Christine. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much, Dr. Borrelli. You know what? I'm very excited to finally share this. I know you have been working so hard for this one, and yeah, I'm really excited to share this with our listeners. I know this course has been a labor of love, and we know it's going to change lives, right? So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to share this one. So yeah, let's jump in. I do have like a question though. What is a patient advocacy, and why does it matter so much?
I guess that's a good place to start because if we don't answer that, then all of our listeners are going to say, well, what do I need this
I
course
know.
for,
Yeah,
right? um,
exactly.
and it's interesting because we get asked this question so much, but I never get tired of answering it because I think it's so great to educate people on like what patient advocacy is, especially private patient advocacy, because it's still a fairly unknown or newer concept to so many people, even people working in healthcare. I mean, I constantly have
Yeah,
conversations with patients in the hospital or healthcare workers in the hospital that aren't really exactly sure, like, what exactly is a private patient advocacy. So
exactly.
education is so important, and I love, love, love educating people and being educated myself as well. So patient advocacy is about being your own voice in a complicated healthcare system. So it's knowing how to ask questions, understand your rights, and make informed decisions about your care. So when we say self-advocacy, that's really what we're talking about. Private patient advocates actually assist in doing that for you and on your behalf. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But patient advocacy, it matters because so many people are misdiagnosed, underdiagnosed, and overwhelmed. Advocacy gives you power, it gives you autonomy, it ensures that your concerns are heard, that your care is personalized, and you're not lost in the shuffle of a rushed, chaotic system.
Exactly. That's absolutely true. So, questions some people may have, if we have a private patient advocate company, why are you asking patients to become their own advocate? Doesn't that, take our job away? If that,
Counterintuitive?
you know?
It's a good question. Absolutely not. So part of our job as private patient advocates is to like educate you on also advocating for yourself. I can say unfortunately our job will never go away because the healthcare system is such a disaster. But it would be great to live in a world where you don't need a private patient advocate. But fortunately you do, so we're here to help with that.
Yeah.
But the two working together is key. So the more we work with our clients, we help them understand the process and how they can become their own advocates as well. And having a private patient advocate and being your own advocate is like the golden ticket. I mean, it works amazingly together. So that's absolutely true.
Yeah, well, that's like a win win situation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, now, what are some common situations where people don't realize they should be advocating?
It's a great question. So you should always be prepared to advocate for yourself. And here's a couple examples. You feel rushed or dismissed during appointments. You're prescribed medications without fully understanding the risks or the alternatives, or honestly why you're taking them. You're unsure why insurance denied your treatment. You're confused by test results or medical jargon. Medical language is confusing. I don't really know why, but I feel like over the years it becomes more confusing instead
Hmm.
of more understandable.
Yeah.
You're afraid to get a second opinion, or even when you know in your gut or in your heart that something's off, you're a little nervous to speak up or take the next step because the healthcare system is and can be very intimidating. And so all of these moments are some examples where advocacy can be the difference between staying stuck and moving forward with clarity and confidence. One important thing I want to emphasize is that advocating for yourself does not mean arguing or going against healthcare providers. Sure, there might be times where you do have to kind of, voice your opinion that may be contradicting to what your recommendations are and things like that. Of course, that fits in different aspects. But the purpose of advocating is truly to work together with your care team to optimize your health. And we help you as private patient advocates and through this course of like ways to actually do that and implement those steps. If it's done properly, it's truly a win-win situation for everyone. And you don't have that like intimidating feeling or gut butterflies in your stomach going to a doctor's appointment or a healthcare appointment because it's more of an enjoyable environment even when the situation isn't so enjoyable.
Exactly. Yeah, sometimes they kind of like getting nervous, right? On in
Yeah.
their doctor's appointment. And yeah, I'm glad that we're able to help them cope with that. And you're even joining, their appointments like sometimes. So that's really great. Yeah. Well, yeah, so having said that, where should someone start when they want to take control of their care?
Well, an important part of the big picture is becoming organized, creating personal medical sheets and tracking medications, test results, appointments, notes. Honestly, if I was to hear this, it sounds like a huge headache, and I'd be like, no, thank you. But the benefit of the course that we created is we provide those with you. So it's not a headache. It's actually a very smooth, stepwise process that we introduce to you and actually walk each step with you to implement that. There is a thing as too organized. And in that case, it ends up being even more overwhelming for both you and the provider. We get all kinds of clients that come to us. Sometimes there's clients that couldn't tell you one thing about anything about their medical care. And then we have other clients that are so organized, it's almost overly overwhelming to the point where they have like thousands and thousands of documents and, papers and notes and this and that. And it's like, if you were to present to a doctor's appointment with that, it would probably not go very successful because that provider would be overly intimidated and not be able to really go through what they need to and get to the root point of what's needed in that visit. So there has to be a happy balance, and that's something that we can navigate with and help you reach that happy balance for everybody. In our course, you will learn what and how to organize your health in a way that is most beneficial to you. So it's very personalized. The course includes a set of tools like a medical issues worksheet, a progress report, appointment prep forms, and a lot more that would definitely help you navigate your journey so you can do it independently without feeling like you're alone. And then also too, we're there to help. So if you do get stuck, we're there. You can reach out to us. So having that like extra connection with us, gives you that added layer of not feeling alone in your journey as you navigate this.
That's absolutely right. So, as you know, many people steer away from online courses, right? Because they are not strong in handling technology, because not all people are tech savvy. So, yeah,
True.
that happens. But how do we address them?
Well, we just say good luck. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
We absolutely created this course for them in mind. I have a background in teaching and creating courses specifically for remote learning. So I do have, I'm educated in this specific field. And I've really, over the years, learned that, there's different things that make the courses more inviting and a better learning environment and things like that. And, you have to really, when you build courses like this, you have to take in mind the different types of learnings, and everyone learns differently and things like that. So we've really tried to make it most inviting and welcoming for all types of learners. And this course was created with the least amount of clicks as possible. If you'd rather just listen and follow along, you can totally do that too. Our toolkit is loaded with exceptional tools and ships right to you, or you can download a version online. So you have each option. You can do both, of course. So it's really whatever you prefer. If there's something that you're stuck on, you can message us, give us a call, and we'll help walk you through the tool or section. The other thing, you could do it at your own pace. You can go back and forth. It's very lax. It's that, we don't want the course to be like you're in a old school classroom setting and you gotta like watch the class get done or something like that. It's supposed to be something you enjoy. You drink you watch while you're having your cup of coffee, and we also want it to be like engaging. Like we said, once you join the Pathway Patient Advocate family, you never have to feel alone anymore. And I think that's such a welcoming feeling for all of our clients, and we love it. It makes our job enjoyable because we have job satisfaction because people are happy when they come join our team.
Exactly. Well, that's amazing. What can our listeners and people who want to sign up expect in Series 1?
So lots of things, tips and knowledge. We dive into so many things. So how to prepare for medical appointments, understanding your rights as a patient, communicating effectively with providers, managing medical records and insurance claims, and even how to handle medical gaslighting and second opinions, because we definitely see that a lot as private patient advocates. So each course is so powerful and packed with practical tools. If you're turning in today and thinking, I wish I had this years ago, you're not alone. That's why we created this course. That's honestly why we created this company, because there was such a need. So advocacy is a skill and anyone can learn it, but it just has to be taught appropriately and you have to have the proper resources. And that's what we're here to do. So whether you're newly diagnosed, in the thick of it, or you just want to feel more confident at your next appointment to kind of get ahead of the game and keep your health on the right track, you belong here. This course is truly for anyone, even for a family member that is trying to help navigate for a loved one. So I'm really excited. I'm so excited to share with everyone.
Yeah, I'm very excited to us here at Pathway. So before we go, we have one more exciting announcement to share.
Yes, so that's right. Our brand new patient advocacy course has officially launched, and we couldn't be more excited to finally bring it to you. Find the sign up link in our show notes. Regardless of where you live, you can sign up and join our Pathway Patient Advocate family. This course is designed for real people navigating real health challenges. Whether you're advocating for yourself, a loved one, or building a career as a patient advocate, this course will give you the tools, the confidence, and the clarity to take charge of your healthcare journey. So I'm very excited about our toolkit. It's really been designed personally and especially for you to be able to personalize your journey and have these tools to support it. Let's talk about what's included in our toolkit, Christine.
Yes, so the toolkit includes ring binder, a notepad, highlighter and pen, and of course pencil. So there's a lot of good stuff, you can use to study the course. So it will be a great.
Exactly. And it's so exciting. The Bring Binder has our Pathway Patient Advocate tools and forms that can be used over and over again. Again, we also have this as a downloaded option as well. Please follow us on our social media channels for links to sign up for the course. This is more than just a course. It's truly a movement. It's about making sure that every voice is heard and every patient is empowered. You can visit us online at pathwaypa.com, where you can learn more about Pathway Patient Advocates and our online course. And then feel free to call us as well. Our phone number is 947-517-8395, or send us an email.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Borrelli. I know a lot of people are very excited of this, and our listeners are can't wait to sign up for this course. So yeah,
Thank you, Christine.
congratulations.
Thank you, Christine. It's been a pleasure. I mean, I know you've put a lot of hard work into putting this course together too. And I just think it's great. This is kind of a next step into patient advocacy and advocating for yourself and learning about the entire process of patient advocacy and how we can optimize it to help everybody improve their quality of life and healthcare journey. So I hope this conversation helps our listeners feel more confident as they navigate their healthcare journeys. Have a great day. If you have a question for Ask the Patient Advocate, email advocate@pathwaypa.com. Managing your health and navigating the healthcare system is challenging, but it's a lot better when we go through it together.